Hi, Candy McCune here. And this is going to be for those of you who have a lot of albums, maybe your family history photos, your genealogy, or just your traditional printed photos that you've got in albums. And I have lots too, and they're on my shelves. And I'm looking for a specific photo printed, and I know it's in one of these, but what's in which album? That's my problem. If you have that problem, I want to help you with that. Maybe even converting the albums into digital. I'm going to talk about that a little bit too. So let me share my screen. I'm going to go in and hopefully this will be relevant and helpful to you. This is what I was looking at with my mom's photos. At the end of her life, she put them all into unsafe albums, which I transferred quickly to archival safe albums. And I wanted these to be ones that I could find something in. I'm looking for a picture for my sister. These are heavy. I'm trying to find exactly that picture, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't figure it out. So what did I do? I really had to go in and learn about labeling and what I wanted to do with labeling. But I thought some of you might want to know how I made the albums. These were the original albums that ended up with our family history. Let me go to the oldest one. That's my great-grandmother, her handwriting on writing out her own name, and then my mother's handwriting in there too. Those were important to save. So I have siblings and grown kids, and they wanted copies. So I copied, just totally scanned each page and put it into a digital album. Worked great. I found that it was easy and fun to do, but I also found a benefit in the size. Take a look at that. How much smaller? That's exactly page for page the same pages. It also dawned on us that we all live in different locations. So if something happened to somebody's set of their albums, somebody else has a backup. It's a good idea to do this. I found halfway through that sometimes I had really large pictures and I really wanted to create the digital album separately. So I scanned just the photos. And if you can't do a 12 by 12 scan, you can go this route. I scanned the album photos and put them into the digital. And you can see I was able to take my sister's picture down a ways, but look at the other benefits. I was able to do a lot more journaling and put a lot more information and more pictures per page. But I was still back to here they are in the originals and big albums. So what was I going to do? I searched back in my mind and I remembered somebody did this somewhere. I wish I knew and I could give you credit for it. But it's a 4x6 photo card. I just created it in my program and printed it up locally, and it was very inexpensive. You can print these at Snap to Finish, or you can print these at our Memories for Life has a way to get them done too through Heritage Makers. That will be changing soon. So be ready for that to turn into YPhoto. It's coming one of these days. But for now, this is a 4x6 photo. The good thing is our older albums were Webway albums that were in the Creative Memories business, and the spine pulls out. Same thing in our Memories for Life album that you would buy through Youngevity. The spine pulls out. Put the 4x6 card into the slots, and then you get the full label. Looks great, has all the information you need. And there you are. You can go into it and see all of them. I know which one to pull to find my sister's picture. But I think there's another issue that came up. I can hear some of you talking. So what about those skinny albums? Those are nice fat albums, easy to put all that information on, but what about the skinny albums? Well, I had that problem. You go vertical. Look at this one. This was my granddaughter's softball album. She had a lot of softball teammates. They had a fun year. I took a lot of pictures. We found we had enough that we could even make scrapbooks for each one. So we did that. I did 12 by 12 digital pages, put them in the drop-in sleeves, and here we go. Each member on the team with their own label. We found a fun little picture to put on it. You could put any more information you wanted on it, but we wanted to blow their names up big, and that worked really well. So the other thing I found, if you're doing this and the 4x6 doesn't work as well, I found after a while it was not staying in like I wanted it to. I went to an 8x8 page. This white section shows the ends of the 8x8 page. I just cut it in half because I made 2 labels on one. And then this next photo shows you the comparison. See the 4x6 and the size it is. Well, the 8x8 gave a couple of inches on each side, and it really stayed in a little bit better. But I also found it was smart to put some tape on the back of the label as you put it in, and there it was. Quick and easy labels. Old style Webway, Creative Memories albums, or your current Our Memories for Life albums. You can do them this way. I really recommend going the 8x8 size, cut it in 2, and you know what? You could do all of this with cardstock. So I hope this was helpful, and I know that there is an issue. I would love to hear from all of you that have extra wisdom or other ideas. Scroll down to the comment section, leave those for me, and would you also just tell me what you think? Any of you that this is new and it's going to be helpful, would like to hear it. And let me tell you, this is Candy McCune, your guide to better health. But trust me, taking care of your photos and your memorabilia brings you great mental health.